Hello, this is Coy, and welcome to the Eclectic Cottage. Thanks for joining me today for day 90 of the 100-day project. Okay, day 90. We're just about there. Okay, if you're new here, welcome. Okay, if you've been here before, welcome back. And if you have been here before, you probably know that we are doing the 100-day project. We've been working together for the last 90 days, and we have several projects going right now. It's been a couple days since I have taken a look at our Apothecary journals. I want to go ahead and take a look at that now. And let's see, there's 3 of them. This one we've already stuffed the pockets. Okay. So we're a little further along on this one than we are on the other 2. I just wanted to pull out these others to see how much more we need to do to catch up. That's what's going on here today. And they're really cute. They're the Apothecary's Garden journals, filled with, there's some things that say Apothecary, like the office itself, the Apothecary. But a lot of it is just things that, you would find in an apothecary's garden. And I am working on pockets in these 2. So that's on my agenda for the day. And let me ask you, what's going on in your crafty world? What are you working on today? All right, some of these things are, I've already gone through and put pockets in the area. I just like, put them in, just tuck them in places that I think that they might go well in. Let's see, not pretty. All right, so a lot of it is just gluing them in. We are going to run across a few that need to be backed because they haven't been backed yet, and they're not really hefty enough to make our pockets out of. All right, so let's start with one. We'll start with this one and move to the other, and maybe we'll do a little chit chat. I'm not going to stay that long because usually when I do the pockets on the cover, because there's lace and stuff there, I like to go with Fabri-Tac, but all the rest of the pockets normally get installed on my desk, normally get installed with art glitter glue because it's so convenient. Okay, all the things I am not crazy about this glue for many reasons, and one of them is because it smells. I am not a fan of the smell of Fabri-Tac. And also, there's other things too that make me less of a fan. It has to do with how long it takes, I think, to, for the glue to end up at the tip of the bottle. Let's see, I'm going to put this one in the back. And we'll put something cute in the front. Okay, the herbalizer. The herbalizer. All right, I like to have a little tuck spot on the front and back cover. Sure. And let's put this one here. my glue. It's just going to be a tuck, not a pocket. I'm just going to put the glue on 2 sides. Okay, anybody making a junk journal? Anybody in the middle of a project that you want to talk about? Let us know in the comments what's going on your desk, in your artsy world. And if you have a YouTube channel, let us know. We'll come take a look and just take a look at what you're doing. And if not, if you don't have a YouTube channel or a social media designated space to share your work, you can come on over to the Eclectic Cottage Cafe on Facebook. That's our group, our Facebook group, the Eclectic Cottage Cafe. And there you can show us. You can take some pictures, show us, show us what you're working on, and become part of our little group over there. What we do at the Eclectic Cottage Cafe is we share inspiration. We share what's going on, what's going on on our desks, and that way we're going to be able to give as well as get inspiration. Let's see. Should we put a little divot in here? Why not? Let me get a little bit further there. How about that? Okay, strawberries. All right, I think that's going to do it for now for the Fabri-Tac. And let me break out the glitter glue. All right, tell me what's your favorite glues. What kind of glue do you use on your desk? I interchangeably, depending on what part of the project I'm working on, all day long, every single day, I use my Avery glue stick, I use my art glitter glue, and I use my Fabri-Tac. All day, every day. Paper on my pages, on my printables, I like to use a 32-pound paper to give a little heft to the pages. And I use Hammer, what is it, Hammer Hill or Hammer Mill? 32-pound paper, I get it on Amazon. And then that's for the pages. And then for the pockets and tags and, ephemera and such, I usually use Red River matte photo paper, because it gives me the best looking image. And then I back that with other paper. I know a lot of people create their junk journals with cardstock. That has never been a thing that I have done. Let me know if that's what you work with. I find it stiff for the journals and bulky. So I just tend to use layers of paper rather than cardstock. Everybody has their own way of doing things. That's just the way I do it here. All right. We probably need to do something fun right there. What can we do? Well, it doesn't have to be this second. But we will do something right there. We're going to add some writing paper. It's the back of a map. If you use maps, you probably already know that you normally end up with a right side up on one side and upside down on the other side because of the way maps are folded. And even though I really, really like the map, sometimes what's on the other side isn't as fun. So let's cover it up. It doesn't have to be perfect. Let's just use a little glue stick and add a little writing paper there. let's see how we're gonna do this. I usually like to put my glue on whatever piece of paper is smaller. And here they're about the same size. So I'm just gonna put the glue here. And maybe as we move along in the journal, we can find something else fun to put here. And if we don't, it'll just be a spot to journal in. All right, and where is my $1 chuck? How come I don't see it? It's usually hanging right there. All right, I'm gonna use this bone folder just to smooth things down. Because the little hanging one is not right there where it belongs. All right. And let's square things up just a bit. All right, that looks cuter than the upside down back of the map, right? A little dot of glue here. I don't really have any washi tape on my desk. I'll just put a little bit of this right there where there's a gap. Okay, I like it. We'll take it. And little snip here. All right. Maybe I should do that all the way down. What do you think? Yeah. What is that, little arrows? It has absolutely nothing to do with this page, but it was handy, so I used it. All right, moving on, moving on. So pretty. Doesn't that look very much like it belongs in an apothecary's garden? All right, if we put a divot, it will have to be a very tiny one here because those flowers are right there. All right, that'll do. Why, yes, I think we'll put it there. Okay, these journals are fun, but I'm really looking forward to getting a start on the Big Orange Book project, because it's going to be more of, it's going to be a different kind of journal. These journals have enough things to look like a finished piece of art if someone chooses not to journal in their journal, but they are designed to leave most of the room for the person that ends up with a journal to, you know, use their own personality and make it their own. All right, we're going to start with trimming this off, and let's see how this, if we need to trim more. It's pretty. Maybe a little bit more. We'll take a little this side. Not a lot, just a little. Give us a divot. The Big Orange Book will be different. We'll put a little bit more personalization into that, since we're making it for my son. We'll work on some projects together as we go through that book. So if you are so inclined, you may want to prepare yourself. That book is going to have 5 signatures, so there's going to be plenty of room to make things, and I'm giving myself plenty of time. It's a Halloween journal, so there's plenty of time until it's going to be needed. It's going to be used. So if you want to journal along with us, maybe you want to start a new journal of your own, and we'll work on some fun projects together. If you have any thoughts and ideas about things that you would like for us to try together, you can let me know in comments, and I will take them into consideration as we start moving our way through that book, that project. Okay, oh, sorry, I don't mean to shake your world here. So pretty, I love that. This is going to be a little uptuck. I'm going to put it up here. A little uptuck, and we'll find a good tag to put in there. Okay, so this is the ephemera holders, all the things that hold the ephemera, the pockets, the tags, the belly bands, the flips, all the things. Let's see. And we can get a lot more creative. Like I said, we can get a lot more creative in the Orange Book. A lot more elaborate, because it's more of a personal journal. These I make, you know, I keep them at a certain price point to have ready for our art walk. So craft fair, you have to, no matter what, no matter how you look at it, there's a lot of work into putting a journal together, a junk journal. It takes a lot of effort, and do you really ever get your you know, do you really ever get your time and your effort and your energy paid for? I don't know, but that's, you know, that's here and there. I do like to have them at the art walk, and I try to keep them at, you know, a price that people can afford to, you know, to pick up while they're out and about at a little craft fair. I don't even know how the ones that we work on for, you know, for months at a time, I don't even know, you know, how to properly put a price tag on those journals. It takes a lot of effort, a lot of energy to create a real big, elaborate journal, doesn't it? Okay. I just started, I'm a mixed media artist, and just started, you know, several years ago, started doing junk journaling, and that's all I want to do. I haven't really gone back to mixed media work too often, unless it's something I'm doing for my journals. I haven't done a lot of painting. I haven't done a lot of clay work. There's a lot of things that I haven't done that I like doing, but this seems to take precedence for me. All right. And my intention with the journals at Revolution Ink was, you know, to have enough for a cute display and, you know, something to have ready available for events and such. And then I would have time to work on, you know, on my own stuff. But I feel like I'm constantly resupplying the stock. Which is a good thing. It's a good thing. I enjoy our art walks. The kids, you know, sell a lot of art. We have a lot of different vendors. And if you come over to the Eclectic Cottage Cafe, I try to keep our group updated with, you know, some of the happenings, some of the goings on at the art walks, and, you know, a few pictures and, you know, some ideas of how things are going. So come on over and join us and take a little peek, a little gander into what goes on at Revolution Ink. When we have our events, we have food trucks and DJ and, you know, vendors selling their goods, and we have things for the kids, like, you know, come hand paint your flower pots and, you know, plant your little seeds and all the things. It is definitely a family-friendly event. Family-friendly. I think some people think, oh, it's a tattoo shop. It's probably, you know, mainly an adult thing, but it's not. We intentionally create a family-friendly environment, and love, love, love when the little ones come out. We love that. All right, this is going to be a horizontal belly band. A violet mousse. What kind of thing is a violet mousse? Oh, this is out of an herb book, so this must be a recipe for violet mousse. It must be a recipe for using edible flowers. I'm going to cover that up. All right. Whoever gets the book is not going to have a recipe for a violet mousse. as I'm covering it up with the belly band. All right, and as we go through, we may or may not add a little embellishment there of some kind to make this a little bit more elaborate, or just save room for whoever ends up with the journal to put their own flair right there, right? Oh, here's the other side of that map. I'm going to leave that as is for now. And beautiful butterflies. This is our month of May. We're doing flowers and butterflies. This journal has a little bit of both. The herbs, medicinal plants, a lot of them are flowers. So, you know, rose hips and honeysuckles and all the things that we use medicinally. Hibiscus. Okay. And lavender and such, all the stuff. And without the pollinators, without the bees and the butterflies, there would be no flowers. We need to pollinate them so that we have our flowers and our fruits and all the things. It's really pretty. Pretty. This, I think we were going to use as an uptuck. Yes, we were. When I'm making my books for the shop, I like to work in a series of 3. I do that with paintings too. If I'm working on a painting project, I usually tend to work in a series of 3 paintings so that, you know, as I'm painting, because there's a lot of wait time in between, you know, letting that paint dry and such, I can set one down and work on the other. And when you're doing a series, they're not the same, but they're similar in nature, so you're not having to reinvent the wheel every single time. You know, every single move that you make. You kind of, you know, if we're doing, I'm pretty sure that this, what is it, chamomile, or daisies or chamomile? I'm pretty sure that this particular pocket, either as a pocket or as a tag, is in all 3 of these journals. So it just makes it easier. It makes it easier for me, when I'm working in a series, it makes it easier to move through and get more done. Okay, cute. Okay, push back these white edges a little bit. We want it here or here. Let's put it on this side for a change. All right, so we put our thumb on the side where you don't want the glue so we don't get confused. Aha. The bluebirds of happiness. I try to put, no matter what journal I'm doing, no matter what the theme is for a journal, I try to put at least one bluebird of happiness in every journal. It's my little wish to whoever ends up with the journal. It's my little wish for happiness for you. Bluebirds of happiness. I like this image. It's got so many of the little bluebirds. I didn't put a divot in this one because I didn't want to cut off that middle bird's head. Okay, this is a cute one. Just a little bitty tuck. Aha, more pollinators. The birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees. This is the drone, the queen, and the worker. Busy little bees. Day 90. We're coming to a close. Once the 100-day project is over, my plans are probably to pretty much stay the same for now. Just it won't be every single day. It'll be a little bit less often. And we'll just keep working on projects together. I like to utilize the top of the page as often as I can because it tends, it tends to get bulkier at the bottom, obviously, because a lot of our pockets and such are down there. So I'm going to put this one up top. Up tuck. Plus, if I create the tag right, when it's an up tuck like this, it gives space for some private journaling. Not hidden journaling, but private. You can, do your writing towards the top of your tag and have your maybe image down here. And that way when someone's flipping through the journal, or if you're flipping through it on video, your writing's underneath there. You don't necessarily have to show the world exactly what it says. Cute, dark. I don't tend to make things too grungy or anything. I just like to push back the white edges a little bit with my Distress ink from Ranger. Vintage Photo. Mostly I use Vintage Photo. The other inks I have are mostly colored inks. And I just don't use those that often. I don't like a dark ink. I know I have a lighter one. I don't know what it's called. There's one that's lighter. But Vintage Photo seems to be a good choice and works for almost everything I do. This is the Distress Oxide one, vintage photo. Okay, another uptuck. Okay, again, our thumb goes on the side, the section that we're not putting the glue. This is an uptuck, so we're doing 3 sides. It's like a pocket. Like a pocket for the top of the page. Ready? The Apothecary's Garden. The Apothecary seems to be a very popular theme in, you know, with our group. I see people come by as they're, what's going on here? I must have glued this one over top. It must have been a duplicate or something. I don't recall. But there's some reason I glued this over top of whatever's under there. Must have been a duplicate, and I fixed it. I just don't recall. But it sounds like something I would do. I know I have a, these two are different. They're both strawberry, you know, flowers from a strawberry plant. But I'm going to go ahead and use this one back here. I usually don't put both of these in the same journal. Definitely, if it was a 1 signature journal, I wouldn't do it. But this 3 signatures, I figure by the time you get way back here, it'd be okay to have some more strawberries. So what do you think? We could make just a strawberry journal one of these days. I love, you know, the bright, vivid colors of strawberries. Let's see. Okay, we're just making sure that I didn't already have this in here. And shall we go with this side of the page again? I think so. This is the side we're not gluing. We'll put our thumb over here. The grandkids are all off of school, and they're planning, lucky for them, they are planning a trip home to South Florida. I get to see my mama. I am not going to be able to make it this time. I get to see my mom and Aunt Reese and maybe my niece and the kids. And hey, it's South Florida. Who wouldn't want a summer vacation in South Florida? So many things to do there compared to here. We have to build our own little world in order to have some activity here. We're in a very small town. It's a military town, so I'm sure there's things on the base. It's Fort Johnson. It was Fort Polk. I guess they changed the name probably for some political reason. Maybe the guy was a slave owner or something that was bad. I don't know. But now, Fort Polk is Fort Johnson, and I'm sure there's probably things to do on that military base that I don't know about. As a matter of fact, I'm positive there is. Let's see, let me give a little trim here. Just need to grab a little drink of water, I'm sorry. It doesn't take much art glitter glue. You know, everybody's always afraid, oh, I don't want to spend that much money on glue. And no, neither do I, but a little art glitter glue goes a long way. You buy a big bottle of that and it lasts half a year. Pretty. Aleene's. I keep Aleene's on my desk only because, you know, there are times when I like to use it. It works great as a PVA glue. But art glitter glue just comes in, you know, comes out in this tiny little stream, you know, with this little needle nose applicator. It comes out so tiny and so perfect. It's created to, you know, to use to write with, to, you know, to write with and then sprinkle your glitter on top. So there's no, obviously, no glitter. Some people think that there's probably glitter in the glue. There's not. It's made to, you know, to write with and then sprinkle your glitter on top. And it's just the perfect consistency to be able to come out of that little tube, because I don't know about you, but I have tried putting Aleene's in this little bottle and it's just so thick that kind of coagulates. It doesn't want to go through anyway. Okay. But Aleene's, we've been trusting Aleene's for decades, probably for the last 50 years. We've been using it in our craft projects. I know I have. My mom used to buy it when we were growing up for projects that we were doing. And it is a very versatile glue. It is not as quick grabbing and, you know, and quick drying as art glitter glue. Sometimes you have to apply it and then, you know, add your clips and wait for things to dry a little bit. But I've often said it's so versatile that if I had to choose one single glue, you could only have one glue. You couldn't use anything else. You couldn't use a glue stick. You couldn't use the Fabri-Tac. If I had only to choose one single glue, it would probably be Aleene's because of its versatility. All right. This is cute. Okay, this is the side we're not putting glue on. one is from Ruby and Pearl. I don't know what kit. It's just, I keep it on file. I use it a lot. I got it in one of her kits. It was, I think craft paper, maybe, with texture paste. She used texture paste, I think, to create that. Maybe I'm mistaken, but that's what I'm kind of recalling. And it's just pretty. I like its look. It's got style. Ruby and Pearl XO. I just love her videos. She just has such a way with, you know, with paper and with images. I enjoy it very much. And she's got gorgeous, beautiful digitals. Yes, she does. Okay, this is straw paper from Rachel from Italy. Okay, we almost have this one pocketed up. Should I just glue that down or make it into a pocket on a pocket? This is a, like a big manila envelope. I need to open it up on this side. There you go, and we could put a divot here. Somewhere towards the middle. Ouch. All right, I am. She's going to be a pocket on a pocket. And no, a tuck spot on a pocket. I'm just going to do the two sides. This side and the bottom. All right. Are we putting a lot of these in here? Nope. That is a dupe. A duplicate. Where were we? Chamomile. Tuck spot on the right hand side. I'm going to put it over here. chamomile, passion fruit, let's knock that white back a little bit. I didn't even finish cutting this one out. Oh, not only did I not cut it out, I also have not glued it. So let's use something else. This thing keeps popping out, keeps wanting to be used in here. So let's use it. It's pretty. Pretty and purple. Okay, and there we have it. Oh gosh, guess what I just saw? I just saw this in here already. Oh no! All right, let's fix it, let's fix it. How about this? Why, yes, I think we will. Oh my goodness. Don't want duplicates. All right, make sure we're getting it right side up. Yep. Okay, now we just need to get the pockets installed in the other one, and we can add tags to these two, and we'll be caught up. Probably we'll be looking to put, you know, some lace on the page edges, some, you know, paper clips, some tabs, a little spine bandana maybe, and I don't know. We'll see what we end up with. Maybe a little charm or something for the spine. Okay, I feel good about this. I feel good about the progress we made today. I appreciate you stopping by and keeping me company. It really makes the time go so much faster. So thank you for that. And I'm going to go ahead and call it a wrap here. Put my things away. Say goodbye for now, and I will see you real soon. Bye.